Good morning, students. I am Rupinder, your English teacher from Springfields Public School. Students, today we are going to read chapter 6 from your LR book, that's Let's Go Home. Children, this is a very interesting chapter and with a very sorrowful ending. Children, as you know that mother plays a very important role in our life, and without mother we cannot imagine our life. Each and every child shares his joys and sorrows with his or her mother. As you know that nobody can take place of a mother. The present chapter that we are going to read is also about a child who has lost his mother. Children, the child has not been named throughout the chapter. Now, let me just give you a brief introduction about the story. Children, let's go home. In this chapter, there is a small boy who fails to come to terms with the loss of his mother. It is a weekend at the school. He starts anticipating all the fun that he would have with his mother when he goes home. He is so engrossed that he forgets that his mother is dead. In a very touching manner, the author describes rather elaborately how he plans to spend his weekend and briefly describes his grief when he realizes that his mother has been dead for a week and that now he lives with his aunt. Now, students, today we are going to read page number 53, 54 and 55 of this chapter. Students, when the chapter begins, like every child, the child in the story loves his mother dearly and looks forward to spending time with her. But what happens when he goes home after the school? So now let us start with the chapter. Children, in the very first paragraph, when the chapter opens, the boy who had lost his mother was on his way to school in the school bus. The talk about marbles made him forget his grief. First, he was slightly withdrawn, but later on he joined the discussion with full of fun. By the time they reached school, he had completely forgotten about his personal loss. Now, what is personal loss, children, here? Personal loss refers that the boy has already lost his mother and he forgets that his mother is dead. And when somebody remarked that it was Saturday, that day he thought that it was the best day. Now, children, the bus enters the school gates and all the children, one by one, they jump out with their bags and boxes and they wait outside the bus for the rest of the students to come out. The morning has been described as beautiful, as the air is cool, clean and fresh, and the birds were sitting on the trees singing lovely songs. So when the last boy was out, the bus again rolled out of the gates and again went out of the stone entry porch. So children, as the students start entering the classrooms, they realize that it is Saturday. And children, as you know, Saturday is loved by everyone because the next day is Sunday and you people are also excited about Saturdays and Sundays. Even the class on the Saturday was not as bad as on other days for the boy, because everyone, including the teacher, seemed happier and prospect of the evening and the morrow. Now children, the students are waiting for Saturday evening so that they could go home and have fun. Even the boy who has lost his mother is thinking that today is Saturday and I will go home in the evening and have fun with my mother. And the boy has already lost his father. And he started thinking about the fun he would have on Saturday evenings with his mother. Saturday evening meant less work for both of them. Both of them here means for the teachers also, for mothers also, and for the students also. And Sunday was filled with excitement because of the matinee. Now children, what do you mean by matinee here? Matinee refers to the afternoon showing of a film. And children, now the day starts in the school. Then what happens? The boy, he attends all the classes with excitement that he had always had. He was surprised when in mathematics class, Miss Moss didn't assign him a task but only asked someone to wake him up, because the boy was in a habit of sleeping in maths class as he did not show any interest in this subject. And at lunch, Mr. Brown and Mr. Black gave him a helping of the teacher's pudding. But since the discussion on marbles in the bus, he had completely forgotten everything and he was so happy. Now children, after that, everyone had the lunch. Even the students, those who were in the boarding school, they also had lunch with their day scholars. And Mr. White, the master in charge, who had his lunch at another table with Mr. Brown and Mr. Black, gave him a helping of the teacher's pudding. Now this boy was a very sensitive boy and he had forgotten everything what had happened. Then children, what happened in the afternoon? They had the history and geography classes, and because it was Saturday, they went upstairs to the library. Now children, in the library, the boy enjoyed reading a few stories, and when the school got over, he dashed out along with the other boys. Now children, while going back to the school, the boy did not take a bus with the rest of the day scholars. He walked home with 4 others. The other friends of this boy were Ned, Ram, Peter and Gopal. So when all these children started walking, they talked and laughed a lot. All 4 had something or the other to look forward to, and he thought about the lemon pie that his mother always made on Saturdays. Now children, the boy was excited to have a lemon pie that his mother had made for him. So this is all for today. Go through all these pages again, and word meanings are given on all these 3 pages that we have read today. Learn all the word meanings and go through the chapter again. Goodbye students. Have a nice day.